Hello children, welcome to VIN school. So today we have come up with a new chapter, an autobiography of a coin. Open page number 48 in your textbook. So listen to the video and follow it. So an autobiography of a coin. So what do you mean by an autobiography of a coin, children? So what do you mean by the word autobiography? So you have heard about autobiography, biography, isn't it? So what do you mean by that? So children, listen. Biography. So biography is nothing but it's a story written with a permission, or it's a story of a person's life which is written by somebody else. Okay, it is not written by same person, it is written by somebody else, is called as a biography. Biography is nothing but a story of person's life which is written by someone else. And what do you mean by autobiography, children? Autobiography means it is written by the person himself or herself. Means a story of a person's life which is written or which is said by the same person. Okay, it is self-written. That is called as a autobiography. And today you are going to learn about the autobiography of a coin. Means here the coin is a speaker. So now the coin, it is telling about the coin's life. So it is writing what is happened in the coin's life. So this is what a autobiography of a coin. Okay. So what is the learning point? So currency coins are made in a mint. From the mint, they are sent to the Reserve Bank of India. So here today, you are going to learn that currency coins are made in a mint. What do you mean by mint, children? So mint is a place, or it's an industrial facility which manufactures the coins. Okay, so mint, where it's a industrial facilities, okay, where they manufacture the coins and it is used as currency. Okay, so from that place, from that mint, they are sent to Reserve Bank of India. That is RBI. Okay, let's begin the lesson. So I am a coin. So I am a coin. I was born in a mint. So I am a coin. I was born in a mint. So mint is the industrial facilities where they manufacture the coin. That is a mint. Okay, along with many others who were born with me. So not only one coin, there were many coins which born along with the along with the coin in the mint. I was tossed through a huge room. So I was thrown upwards. I was thrown in a huge room in a big room. I had no shape earlier. Earlier, the coin didn't have any shape. I was a metal. I was a metal. Like what metal? Metals like silver, zinc, etc. were mixed with me and an alloy was made. So earlier the coin didn't have any shape. It was only the metal. Later the metal like silver, zinc also were mixed with the coin and an alloy, that is a mixture of metals, were made. Thus the government mint gave me a shape and a name. I am now a 1 rupee coin. I joined the heap of my elder brothers who were minted earlier. So that's what happened. After an alloy was made, that is a mixture of metals, that is a coin was made. The government mint, that is a mint, usually the primary, what they do, they will just produce of a country coin. Okay, and then then it has to get the consent of the government to manufacture coins to be used as a legal. Okay, then it will go to the government and then they will give a shape for the coin according to their rules and then a name for it. So now they have given a name as 1 rupee coin. Okay, so now what's the name of the coin? It is 1 rupee coin. Okay, then he joined in a heap of my elder brothers means who have already were minted earlier. The coin is calling them as a brother, that is elder brothers, and then it joined, the coin joined along with them, along with a huge heap, that is a big heap, it joined there along with the other coins. Some younger to me, some younger to me joined us in a heap later. So with the elder brother, the 1 rupee coin joined, and later also there were like continuously the manufacture will be in a process, right? Like later after this 1 rupee coin also there were lots of other coins also, and even they also joined along with these coins. All of us were glittering and shining and waiting to know our future. So everybody were glittering, shining, that is brightness, and with shining, everybody is waiting to know their future. We knew we would soon have to leave the mint, that is our birthplace. Only then we would be of some use. So everybody, that is all the coins, know that they have to leave the mint, that is their birthplace, isn't it? The coin is born in a mint, right? So they have to leave the birthplace. They all know that. So that only then they would be of some use. One day, the manager of the mint moved us onto a weighing machine, weighing 1,000 of us at a time. He got us packed into a box where we hardly had any air to breathe. So one day what happened, the manager in the mint, so he moved all the coins onto the weighing machine, and then weighing 1,000 of coins at a time. And then they packed, the manager of the mint packed in the boxes, and there was no air to breathe. That means there was hardly they could breathe, so it was tightly packed. So what do you mean by that? Where we hardly had any air to breathe means it was tightly packed. The coins were tightly packed into the boxes. Then we were put into a train going to south. After 2 days of travel, we entered a grand building called the Reserve Bank of India. Our room was all dark and we were guarded by armed men all time. 2 or 3 boxes were taken out of the room every day. So after packing tightly, then the manager, what did they do? They put the boxes into the train which is going towards the South India, okay, South India. And after they traveled for 2 days, that box traveled for 2 days, the coin traveled for 2 days, and then all the coins entered a grand building, big building, a grand building, that is Reserve Bank of India. And all the room were dark, and all the coins were guarded by armed men all the time, and only 2 or 3 boxes were taken out of that room every day. Soon came the turn of our box. It was lifted and handed over to the cash section of the bank. Soon what happened? The box turn came. So it was lifted and handed over to the cash section in the bank. That was a pleasant place with lots of light and air. We all were having a nice time, but one day the cashier counted us and gave out to the different people. So what happened? So after handing over the box into the cash section, and there the coin is telling that it was a pleasant place and with lots of light and air, and all the coins had a nice time there. But one day what happened? The cashier counted all the coins and gave out to the different people. And parting from my friends was very sad. Luckily, 99 other brothers and I fell into the hands of a pious merchant. Thank goodness, I had some of my folks with me. That is parting from my friends. That is leaving the friends and coming back, and it was like it was making the coin feeling very sad, leaving the friends. And luckily 99 other brothers, that is the elder brother, that is the other coins, and the 1 rupee coin fell into the hand of a pious merchant. So what do you mean by pious merchant, children? Pious merchant means the merchant having a strong belief in the God. Okay, so that he was a pious merchant, and thank goodness I had some of my folks with me, some of them with the coin. The merchant took us to his prayer room, placed us before his deity, and said his prayer. He promptly deposited us in his iron safe. There we found new companions, proud gold coins, simple nickel coins, humble copper coins, and crisp bank notes. There were many gold and silver ornaments too. It was a grand museum like. Then the coin says that the merchant took these coins into the prayer room. Okay, then he placed us, that is, he placed the coins before his God, that is deity, and he said his prayer. And then he promptly, what did he do? He deposited, he put the coin into in his iron safe. What do you mean by that, children? So you can see in each temple, so you have a metal container, right, where you will put all the valuables, or what do you say, all the coins inside the metal container, isn't it? That is what here also he deposited in his iron safe, that is a metal container with a lock, okay, where all the valuables or precious things were kept. Okay, so now the coin found new companions, new friends, that is a gold coin, that is a proud gold coins, he says, and the nickel coins, that is simple nickel coins, and also the copper coin, that is humble copper coins, and bank notes, that is crispy bank notes. So he found all the new companions. Who found? The coin found all the new companions. Then also the coin found that there were many gold and silver ornaments also, and the coin felt that it was like a grand museum. One day, our master picked 4 of us, including me. He gave me out to a vegetable seller all alone in return for a sprig of coriander. My brother were already given to other people in exchange of other commodities. So one day what happened? The master, he picked 4 coins, that is including 1 rupee coin, and he gave out to the vegetable seller. Okay. Or in return of what? In return of a sprig of coriander, that is a small stem bearing leaves or flowers, that is called, that we call it as a sprig. So sprig of coriander, in return of that sprig of coriander, so the merchant gave 1 rupee coin to the vegetable seller. And the coin says the brother, that is the other coins, were already given to the other people in exchange of other commodities. So what do you mean by commodities? That is a goods that which can be bought or sold. While selling we have to give the coin, isn't it? So in exchange of other commodities, the other coins, the brothers, were already given to other people. My new master was a lady. She was smitten with my brightness. Many coins like me came to her and were given away, but I was never given away. She fell in love with me. She kept me always with her, tied up in a corner of her sari. So the coin's new master was a lady, and she was smitten, that is she was attracted with the coin's brightness, and many coins like the same, like me, that is many coins were there, like 1 rupee coin which came to her, but she has already given away. But this coin she didn't give away. She fell in love with the coin, that is she kept it safely, and she all used to tie the coin in her sari corner. So she used to tie it up it. Okay. She took me to the market, the temple, the cinema, the beach, and to all places. I was really enjoying her company and also seeing new places and people. Now the coin says that that is the lady, used to take the coin to the market, to the temple, also to cinema and the beach. Wherever she goes, she used to take the coin, and the coin was enjoying her company, and also the coin used to see new places and also the new peoples. I would have happily continued living with her forever if this had not happened. So probably I would have, that is, the coin would have continued living with her, but something was happened there. One day, my lady boss kept me in an old cloth pouch of hers. She didn't know it had a hole in it. I was fated to fall out of the pouch and found by her. So one day what happened? The lady boss, that is the lady, the owner of the coin, she kept the coin in an old cloth pouch, okay, of hers, old cloth pouch. She kept the coin, but she was not aware that it has already a hole in it. So I was fated, means the coin was cursed to fall out of the pouch because of the hole. Definitely the coin supposed to fall off, isn't it? And found by her who? Found by her naughty son. So the coin fell off from the pouch and it was found by her naughty son. He became my new boss. Who became? The naughty son. The lady's son, he became the boss of the coin. He played with me, hitting me up and down. Whenever I fell down, I cried with pain. So he played with the coin, hitting up and down. Also when the coin fell down, it used to cry with the pain. I prayed to God to relieve me of his hands. My prayers were answered. A day came when I was exchanged for an ice cream. So the coin used to pray God to get rid of this, or to this pain, to get rid of the pain. The coin used to pray God to take away from the boy, and because it was very hurt, because he used to hit the coin up and down and the coin used to fail and cry. So he was praying, the coin was praying to the God, and the God soon heard and the prayer were answered, and that day came that for an ice cream the coin was given to the ice cream person, that is ice cream vendor. Okay, the ice cream vendor became my new boss, who one day took me to Hyderabad with him. So after exchanging to an ice cream vendor, okay, so who became now? Ice cream vendor became the new boss for the coin, and one day the ice cream vendor took the coin to Hyderabad with him. I was feeling happy that I was again traveling in a train, but midway I was given to another person. He was a very rich man traveling from place to place on pilgrimage. Okay, so the coin was very happy because it was again traveling, okay, in a train. But what happened in the midway, means in middle? So what happened in the middle? So it was given to another person. The coin was handed over to another person, and that person was very rich, and that person was traveling from place to place on a pilgrimage. Pilgrimage means he was in a trip, that is he was in a yatra, that is religious journey. So the coin now came to the rich person. I was still shiny and lustrous. So the coin was still shiny and it was still bright. So my new master kept me with him for a month. The new person, the new master kept the coin for 1 month. I saw places of pilgrimage like Madurai, Udupi, Tirupati and many more. So now the coin saw many pilgrimage, many religious place like Madurai, Udupi, Tirupati and many more. and finally I reached Hyderabad. Finally the coin reached to Hyderabad. From there, along with my boss, I took a flight to Allahabad, where he wanted to take a dip in the holy Prayag, the confluence of the three sacred rivers, that is the Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati. So from there the coin was taken along with his boss into a flight to Allahabad. So they went to Allahabad, and where the person, that is the master of the coin, wanted to take a dip where? In a holy Prayag, the confluence. What do you mean by confluence, children? It's a point, okay? The holy Prayag or a confluence is a point where 2 or 3 rivers will meet, okay? They will merge together, okay? That is, what are the 3 rivers? That is the Ganga, the Yamuna and the Saraswati. So that is a sacred river. The 3 sacred rivers where they all meet and merge in contact there. So that was my first flight, and I was happy about getting an opportunity for a holy dip. So that was the coin's first flight, and the coin was very happy for getting an opportunity for a holy dip. That is a holy means a sacred dip. There my master dropped me in the water as an offering. So what happened? The master, he dropped into the water. So he threw the coin into the water. He dropped the coin into the water as an offering. And I was left to sink in the holy Sangam, where I still lay buried. So I was left, that a coin was left to sink in the holy Sangam, that is Prayag, that is nothing but confluence, that is holy Sangam. Still the coin lay buried there itself. So still the coin is hidden underground in the holy Sangam. I am lying there unseen, unheard and unused. So still the coin is lying there unseen, means it cannot able to see outer world, not able to hear anything. Whatever the people speak, it cannot able to hear. Also, it is no use now. Nobody is using the coin because it has been dropped by the master into the water for an offering, that is in the holy Sangam. Okay, so I will be there as long as the river flows. As long as this river flows, so the coin will be there itself. So children, what did you know from this lesson? So the new currency. So whatever the new currency which is manufactured, first reaches the Reserve Bank of India and then to the people. So first, where does it reach? It reaches to the bank, that is Reserve Bank of India, and then to the people. Okay, yes. So let us read the difficult words. Alloy, glittering, pious, deity, ornaments, pouch, commodities, smitten, pilgrimage, lustrous. So hope you understood the lesson, children. Practice reading lesson and also practice the difficult words in your notebook.